Being the newly awoken tenor that you are, you may have noticed other players absolutely blitzing through missions that you were seriously struggling with. Now you may have chalked this down to them being more skilled or more experienced, and to a certain extent you are right, but just not in the way you think. You see, as weird as it is, in Warframe, the ability to complete high-level content actually matters less on your skill in gameplay, but more on your skill at Warframe's most complicated and most interesting system: your skill at applying mods. Hello YouTube, I'm the Console Casual, and today we'll be deconstructing the modding system in Warframe. Mods are basically Warframe's upgrade system. You can apply the mods to either your Warframe, your weapons, your pets, and it'll always provide some kind of benefit. This right here is a mod. Let's start off by taking a nice long look at it. All jokes aside though, we had to take a good look. Now the first thing you'll notice about this mod is its color. There are 5 mod colors. The bronze mods are common, the blue mods are uncommon, the gold mods are rare, and the white legendary mods are the rarest of all. Now the 5th type, the purple mods, also known as ribbon mods, they're a very special kind of mod which will warrant their own video. Getting back to the mod card, we'll be working our way through everything shown here from top to bottom, so you'll probably understand what's happening here. At the very top are almost unnoticeable little dots, and the more dots there are, the rarer the mod is, well, technically. Thus, the common bronze mods have 1 dot, the uncommon blue mods have 2 dots, the gold mods have 3 dots, and so on. Now, directly below that, to the right side, you will see the mod energy along with the mod polarity. The mod energy is the number given here, which is here 4. This shows us how much mod capacity this mod will take. There are 6 mod polarities in Warframe, and we commonly call them the V, the D, the dash, the R, the Y, and the scratch polarity. Don't get too confused with exactly what mod drain and mod polarity does, because they'll be explained in just a second when I get to how you apply mods. Just to the left of this, you'll see how many of these mods you have in duplicates, should you have more of the same kind. So that finishes up what we see on the top of the mod card. Now, moving to the bottom, you'll see the mod name and the description of what the mod does just below that. In this instance, the mod increases the duration of all your Warframe abilities by 5%. Below both of these, we see exactly what it is that the mod affects and what it can be used on. In this instance, it's the Warframe. Lowest on this card is a series of dots, and these will denote the rank of the mod. Now as you rank up the mod, these dots will all light up in sequence. So as you can see, since none of them are lit up, this mod is at rank 0. Now that that's over, let's move on to how you actually apply mods. Taking a look at this weapon, you'll see that it is at rank 30, and therefore it has 30 mod capacity. Now if I do want to, I can increase this mod capacity, which I'm going to do just now. As it says, this will double the mod capacity to 60, giving me far more options when I want to choose new mods. Do you guys remember the mod drain and the mod polarity? I'm going to use a different weapon to demonstrate exactly how those work. You'll see here that I've chosen the Bracken Prime, and it has 2 V polarities and 1 dash polarity. Now I'm going to choose the mod Piercing Hit. Now the first thing you'll see as I select this mod is that the polarities will light up. The V polarities will light up red, saying that you shouldn't place them there, and the dash polarity will light up green, saying that you probably should place it there. I'm going to place it in a neutral slot, so we'll just see what happens. You can see that the mod capacity now available went from 60 to 52, saying that the 8 drain took up 8 mod capacity on this weapon. Now I'm going to place this mod in the dash polarity, and the moment I do that, you'll see that the mod capacity goes from 52 up to 56, meaning that the mod which initially drained 8 now only drains 4, as you'll see right here. This is because the mod polarities match. A dash mod in a dash polarity will only take up half the mod capacity that it initially took. This is the opposite for when you place it in a non-matching polarity. Right now I'm going to shift it over to the V polarity, and you'll see that the mod capacity went from 56 all the way down to 50. When you place a mod in a non-matching polarity slot, what happens is that the mod drain is increased by 25%. So as you can see, the mod which initially drained only 8 now drains a complete 10. Another thing you should notice here is that wherever I put the mod, whether it be in a matching polarity, non-matching polarity or a neutral slot, the effect of the mod remains exactly the same. In all instances, 25% puncture damage is added to the weapon's damage. I'm going to add the mod Serration to this weapon. Serration will increase the total damage of it by 15%. The only problem here is that 15% is really not much at all. So there has to be some way of increasing this. And there is. This is called ranking up your mods. Here's how you do it. First of all, you have to go to your mod station. Once you get to your mod station, you'll have to choose the mod you want. So I'm just going to type in Serration here and it's going to pop up. Now to rank up your mods, you need the resource called Endo. Now Endo can be found by killing enemies, completing missions as mission rewards, or you can actually use other mods as a source of Endo. Here we are. Now I'm going to first of all rank it up once. The moment I rank it up, you'll see a bunch of things change on screen. First of all, one of the lights at the bottom of this mod card will light up. That means it is now at rank 1. Secondly, you'll see that the damage percentage has gone from 15% to 60%. And thirdly, you'll see that the drain of the mod has gone from 4 to 5. As you rank up mods, their mod drain will increase, along with an increase in their stats. Along with this, as I increase the mod rank even further, you'll see that the amount of Endo does not increase linearly, not in the 2, 4, 6, 8 sense. What this means is that as you rank them up further and further, the last rank will take a huge amount of Endo compared to the previous ranks. Now common mods will take the lowest amount of Endo to rank up, while legendary mods will take the highest amount. Sometimes you just don't have enough mod space. When you're talking about weapons, you can't increase the mod capacity any further than 60. This is the highest your mod capacity will go. There's only one real thing you can do, and that is to add a new polarity. To do this, you have to go into the actions area, and then you'll have the option to add in a new polarity slot. Now to do this, your weapon must be at rank 30. You can't do it any other way if it's at any lower rank. Adding this new polarity will expend a forma. Now the only way to get forma in-game is either by buying them in the market for 20 platinum each, or you can do Void Fisher missions to get their blueprints. Now, I can use this forma to add a new polarity of my choice, as you can see, to any of the slots that are here, to change that polarity into something else, or to completely get rid of it. Now, as the description says down below, using this forma will set your weapon back to rank 0, so you'll have to level it up all over again to get it back to rank 30. You can apply as many forma as you want, there's really no limit. Just keep in mind that applying forma is a sort of end-game process. As a newer player, you probably won't need this because most of your weapons will be able to deal with enemies pretty well. And finally, I'll be giving a short overview of everything else that your mod station does. You have the opportunity to transmute your mods. This means taking 4 mods and using them to get one random mod. Now keep in mind that this is affected by the rarity of the mods you use. Using 4 rarer mods will generally give you a rare mod in return, and using 4 common mods will almost always give you a common mod. The problem here is that it's completely random. You'll usually end up getting something absolutely trash. Problem number 2 is that it takes quite a lot of credits, so as a newer player you probably don't want to waste time doing this. Next, you can also choose to sell your mods for credits. I wouldn't really recommend this because they don't sell for too many credits and there are far more lucrative ways of getting credits in game. Third, which is probably the most important, is that you can use your mods to get endo. You'll probably have a lot of duplicate mods that you'll never use, and the best thing you can do with them is to fuse them to get more endo to rank up the mods you do need. So that brings us to the end of this episode of Deconstructed. Hopefully by now you have a basic understanding of how the mod system works, what you can do with mods, how to rank them up, and how to apply them in the correct polarities to best benefit you. Stay tuned for the next episode of Deconstructed, where I'll be guiding you through how to mod your weapons. Until then, this is me signing off, and stay casual.